Magikeys is a very interesting deck. It's not very competitive, but it does make a very interesting end board that's just like Master Duel or the TCG, in that it tries to put out as many monster disruptions as possible. And just by having the right matchup, it could just win you the game on the spot. Usually, they will end on a Magikey Fiend plus a Spell Trap Negate from the counter trap, plus any number of other monsters they put from the extra deck. But by using this little card over here, Venus, you can do a 2-card combo that ends on a pretty unbreakable board. So Venus plus the field spell Magikey World will end you on a board with Clearwing, Herald, the Magikey Synchro plus the counter trap. And that's like 4 disruptions, because Clearwing can negate a monster effect that's a level 5 or higher, Herald can negate anything, the Magikey Fiend can pop a summon, and the counter trap can negate a spell trap. And it's even 5 negates if you count the second negate from Clearwing, because if your opponent tries to target any of your high level monsters, they can be negated by Clearwing as well. And also Herald has a second effect. It stops your opponent from sending cards from the hand or main deck to the graveyard, because it banishes it. So cards that require you to successfully send cards from hand to the graveyard specifically will not be able to activate. And this will win games against some decks. So like, let's see, for example, let's have a look at Orchest. So Orchest has a draw spell. In Orchestrated Return, it says send one Orchest or World Legacy monster from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. The send is a cost, so if you can't send a card to the graveyard from your hand, you cannot activate this card. So what this basically does is if you have a Herald on field, your opponent cannot activate Return, because any card sent to the graveyard from their hand will be banished, which means they cannot fulfill the cost of Return, which means they cannot activate it entirely. So that's a pretty good interaction with Herald that we just recently got from the new bundle. And going second, we can still make Treasure Zero pretty easily, and also use Coral Dragon to both get a pop and also get a free draw as well. Obviously this deck is not very good. All Magikey decks aren't very good. It loses to a single disruption, is really terrible going second, and it's not very consistent. That's why we're playing both a Reload and Magical Mallet to help us shuffle back the garnets in this deck, like the balls that we don't really want in our hand, to hopefully get ourselves a 2-card combo, which is Venus plus the field spell. You'll be able to see how the combo works in a moment in the replays, but basically we're going to use the Venus summoning effect to summon a bunch of balls from the deck. And because this effect is not once per game, but it's not once per turn, you can just use this effect a lot of times during the same turn to just make a bunch of material on field. And because the ball is a normal monster, you can use the effect of the Mouth Tear to send the Clav Keys from the graveyard, from the deck, to make your fusion monster instead of needing it to be in your hand. And the skill also is part of the combo. It's a pretty underused skill that works really well in this deck specifically. It allows you to reveal a tuner in hand to turn one of your normal monsters into a tuner. So what you do is, during the course of the combo, you use Maftil in your hand to reveal itself, and then use your skill to reveal Maftil to turn one of your balls into a tuner, and then you can use 2 balls, 1 tuner and 1 non-tuner, and make your Herald that way. And that is a pretty strong board, and if you don't care about consistency that much, you could just replace Mallet and Reload with a generic back row, And you can end on even more disruptions because this is only a 2-card combo. Technically it's like 2.5 because you need a card for your field spell to return. So you will have 1 card left in your hand for basically anything. So if you have space for some of your generic back rows like Compulse or Warning Point, you could potentially have even more disruptions, and that is even more unbeatable. But I just like consistency more, that's why I'm playing Reload and Magical Melt instead. You don't actually need 2 fusions because you only are going to make 1 in your combo, but you can play 2, so I'm playing 2. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, so I guess why not? Inferti can go second, yeah. They can play with like 1 disruption. Okay, we have combo, but we're going second, so let's see if our opponent has any back row. Okay, set 1 pass, okay. Okay, and we didn't draw any of our bricks, which is nice. And as long as he doesn't have disruption, we are cooking! And also, even if we draw 1 brick, okay, that's not a disruption. We are cooking today. Let's go. Okay, now, even if we draw 1 brick, it's fine because you can just return it back to the deck using the field spell. I already memorized the entire combo, so I could do this off of my head. So I just have to make sure that I don't mess this up, and we'll be fine. More balls! Second ball, third ball. It's crazy how this card is just not once per turn at all. And then we don't forget to activate Math Teal's effect before we make our synchros. Okay, that's a synchro ball. So now we could just make the synchro monsters. First is Clearwing. Second of all is Herald. Actually, I kind of want to put Herald in attack so I can attack over the... Yeah, let's do that. Herald in attack so I can attack over that monster. I don't care if it gives him a bit of life points. It's just 600. Who cares about 600 life points? And then, summon this back. And then we make the synchro! And then we activate the effect. We're gonna grab the counter trap. We're gonna set it. And then we set 2 more cards. And then we go to battle. We're gonna attack with the lowest attack one. And then we're gonna enter. That is fine. If he makes Dragon Spirit of White, we just negate with Clearwing. No, 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 no. It's the... wait. Oh yeah, it needs to target a monster. It's okay. Actually, I should have just let him negate my Herald. It doesn't really do anything if he negates my Herald. I have a Compulse for his blue eyes, so I don't really mind. I just misplayed. I should just let him negate my my Herald because it gets popped anyway. The Solid Dragon gets popped anyway. So it's my fault. It's entirely my fault that he got a blue eyes on field. Yeah, Monster Reborn. Do it, yeah, try. Don't have to change the attribute. I guess it doesn't really matter because all of his monster is white, light anyway. Okay, so let's set the magikey world and then we activate the reload and hope we draw Venus. Venus! Let's go, Venus! Okay, we got full combo. This took a lot shorter than I expected, so it's gonna be pretty good. Okay, we need to put that reload back into the deck. And then, we're gonna start summoning balls from the deck. And then activate Maftea! Let's make the fusion monster. Send the Clavkiss and the ball to make the fusion. In the EMZ, that's very important. I'm gonna use the beast to grab back the Maftea, but we don't actually use it. And then we summon more balls! Ball number 2! And ball number 3! And then don't forget to activate Maftea, I always forget. And then we use our skill, turn wonderful balls into a tuner by revealing the Maftea. And then we start Sinker summoning. I'm gonna use the 3 and a 7 to make Leerwing Sinker Dragon. And then use the 2 balls to make Arclight. So that's already 2 negates. 3 if you count clearing as 2 negates. And it's not over yet. We're gonna normal summon Maftea by using Maftea's effect. And summon back a magikey Clavkiss. And now we make the magikey Sinker monster. And then we use its effect. Get us the counter trap. And then we set the Maftea. And then we say good luck to our opponent. Oh, he might actually be playing Witchcrafters because like he's playing a 30 card deck. He's playing the Witchcrafter mat. He's playing the Taya sign. Oh, actually no, never mind. Forget everything that I have said. Actually, I don't want to negate the Hysteric sign. I'm gonna negate the Egotist. Oh, Perfumer. What if I just, you know, do this? Yeah, Swall's Nest. Good try. Good try. Not gonna happen though. Change them all to light. So if he summons another guy for some reason, we could pop it with our Magikey Fiend. Oh, he's gonna grab the field spell. Okay. Nice field spell. But it ain't doing anything if he doesn't have a monster on field. Let's go to battle and just finish this thing off. And GG's. No. You need all 3 balls. Because you need 1 ball to make the fusion. Oh, let's go. Wow, that's a really good one. Even though we need to return the combos back because we need a card to return with the field spell. So it's sad to see the combos go, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, full combo. We have 4 negates. MST, okay. I guess we'll have to use the counter trap in that case. Turn them all into light. Thank you very much. Oh. After like a minute of pondering, he decides that he actually cannot out my board.